Welcome to the Dan Sports Tips MLB Daily Fantasy Show for today, the 30th of May. I'm looking at everything you need for daily fantasy MLB games on DraftKings today. I'm going to start by taking a look at the pitchers today. Jose Quintana of the Chicago White Sox for 11,700. Quintana, as a lefty, is in a nice spot against the Mets, who don't hit lefties as well as they do right-handed pitching. He is worth almost one strikeout per inning against a team that does strike out the 6th most in baseball this year. He's also in play for the win, as his opponent Matt Harvey is struggling. So, you know, although the White Sox have been struggling themselves lately, they should hopefully be able to put some runs up on Harvey and secure the win for Quintana today. Nathan Carnes of the Seattle Mariners for 9,500. Obviously, the safe is a great park for pitchers. Carnes gets San Diego, who are third in strikeouts and don't score a lot of runs. He is worth bang on one strikeout per inning this year. He's been consistent since defeat his first time up this season. 2-0 with a 3.45 ERA in 5 starts in the month of May. Now, those are literally the only pitchers I can say I like without question today. I mean, if you take Jeff Samaja, he should get the win, but he doesn't have the strikeout upside for the price. His number is inflated by two heavy strikeout performances against San Diego. Verlander has a horrid record in Anaheim. The Angels strike out by far the least in baseball. Haven't really seen enough of Andriese to see whether or not I want to pay 5 figures against the Royals, who are tough to strike out. His opponent, Ian Kennedy, obviously faces the Rays. He's a fly ball pitcher in a park with great forecast hitting conditions against the Rays, who've hit a whole lot of home runs. I could continue down the list, but I figure at this stage you get the idea. I've got enough questions over everyone else that it's literally Quintana and Carnes today. I think they'll be the pitchers in all of my lineups. When it comes to stacks of the day, how can we stack our lineups to maximise our point scoring potential? Obviously, it is a Coors Field day. Arguably, you want to be fairly heavy there, but Dan Straley for Cincinnati has pitched well this year, though obviously we don't know how he's going to get on at Coors. Chad Bettis has navigated Coors fairly well in his starts this year. Duvall is swinging the bat well for the Reds. Jay Bruce went deep yesterday, has the platoon and has a home run off of Bettis. Carlos Gonzalez is red hot for the Rockies. Arenado can hit anyone out. Charlie Blackmon hit the ball hard a number of times yesterday. I don't have any specific stacks I'm going to put up for those. I think you can probably work them out for yourselves. The Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox hit right-handed pitching well. Camden Yards is a beautiful place for hitters, and there's decent forecast conditions there. The youngster Tyron Wilson pitches for the O's. He hasn't faced anything like this lineup yet this year. We'll put first baseman David Ortiz up for 5,500. Obviously, you will need to check your lineups. He was a late scratch due to an injury yesterday, but he has crushed right-handed pitching to a tune of a 339 average and 13 home runs this year. First base / third base Travis Shaw for 4,500. He enjoys the platoon in the matchup. If Puppy's out, he will hit further up the lineup, which obviously is a positive. He's hitting 299 with 7 home runs this year. And in the outfield, Jackie Bradley Jr. for 4,700. JBJ's hitting 333 off the back of that hit streak that finished a few days ago with 8 home runs on the year. He enjoys the platoon in the matchup. On the other side, at this ballpark, as conditions are great and it is a good park, an Orioles stack is also worth consideration, even if knuckleballer Stephen Wright has excelled with a sub 1.5 ERA in his road starts. Third base or shortstop Manny Machado for 4,900. It's a 330 hitter with 13 homers this year. In the outfield, Mark Trumbo for 4,100. 293 with 15 home runs. He's also hit righties well. And first baseman Chris Davis for 4,000. Enjoys the platoon. Low average at 232, but has 10 home runs on the year. If you want to be contrarian today, you can consider a Philadelphia Phillies stack. Tanner Roark has been really good this year, but he's had a horror show in Citizens Bank Ballpark with an ERA around 8. So we'll take third baseman Michael Franco for 3,300. He's 253, 8 homers on the year. Second base or shortstop Andres Blanco, the switch hitter, for 2,600. 279 with a homer. Shortstop Freddie Galvis, he's another switch hitter, 3,100, 251 with 4 homers on the year. And in the outfield, Odubel Herrera for 3,800, the leadoff hitter, will enjoy the platoon in the matchup. Hits 320 with 5 home runs, has 6 swipes on the year as well. The Tigers have done fairly well and against righties. They get Julie Shakeen today of the Angels. The park obviously is a drawback. The Angels ballpark isn't great for hitting. But there is no fear in the pitching matchup. You can use Miguel Cabrera in this stack, but to go a little bit cheaper, I'll use first baseman Victor Martinez. He's 3,700, hitting 351, 7 homers, been on a tear as of late. And third baseman Nick Castellanos, who's also 3,700. He seems fairly platoon-proof. He's got 10 home runs on the year as well. A Houston Astros stack is probably worth looking at as well. They get hitter-friendly Chase Field. They're against Edwin Escobar, who's making the first start of his career, the lefty, tonight. Second baseman Jose Altuve for 5,500, 323, 9 home runs, 15 steals from the leadoff spot, and enjoys platoon in the matchup. He does hit left-handed pitching very well. Hits everything really well, let's be honest. Shortstop Carlos Correa for 4,700. He's got 245 mark, 8 homers, 8 steals. Enjoys the platoon in the matchup. Had the pinch hit home run that won the game last night. Maybe that's going to finally get Correa going again. And in the outfield, designated hitter Evan Gattis for 4,500, 243, 5 home runs. He's another one who hits lefties particularly well on the right side of the platoon in the matchup. For foundation plays today, I'll start by saying my preference is to pay the money at first base today. I didn't think there was a lot of value deep down in this position. We'll put Miguel Cabrera of the Detroit Tigers up for 5,100. He's hitting 306 with 11 home runs and is great against right-handers. Again, he's the former AL MVP, is great against pretty much everyone. Second baseman Jose Altuve for the Houston Astros for 5,500. He gets the starter on debut, and it's a hitter's ballpark. He offers complete production from the leadoff spot, 323, 9 homers, 15 steals, leads the American League in that number. Third baseman or shortstop Manny Machado of the Orioles is platoon-proof, 320, 13 homers on the year. Great park in his home ballpark. Shortstop Francisco Lindor of the Cleveland Indians is 4,700. Derek Holland's had a terrible month. He's not been very good on the road either. His ERA is approaching 10 for the month. Francisco Lindor hits in the leadoff spot, hits lefties really well, 316 with 4 home runs. In the outfield, we'll take some cause exposure with Charlie Blackmon of the Rockies for 5,000. He's got the platoon in the matchup. He's hitting 303 with 3 home runs, but he did hit the ball very hard 3 times in the game in the leadoff spot last night. For my value plays today at catcher, I'll take Francisco Cervelli for Pittsburgh for 3,600. He is one of the better hitting catchers in the game. 263 average, has the platoon in the matchup. At first base, Jose Abreu of the Chicago White Sox for 3,800. Gets the struggling Matt Harvey, only hitting 247 with 6 home runs. We know the former AL Rookie of the Year is better than that, so we'll look for some production, hopefully starting today. Second base or shortstop Jurickson Profar of the Texas Rangers for 3,000. The switch hitter is hitting in the leadoff spot since he was promoted from the minor leagues, and is batting 385 in I think it's 4 games since he came up now. At third base, I will take Jake Lamb of the Arizona Diamondbacks for 4,000. He hits righties particularly well with the right side of the platoon. He's hitting 280 with 7 home runs on the year. My shortstop is Aledmys Diaz of the St. Louis Cardinals for 3,900. 323, 7 homers. Nice park to hit in Milwaukee. Junior Guerra cannot keep this up, surely. He seems to allow too many fly balls, but he doesn't allow a lot of runs. That will not continue. Diaz also seems platoon-proof, to be perfectly honest. He hits righties very, very well. And in the outfield, Odubel Herrera of the Philadelphia Phillies for 3,800. Hits out the leadoff spot, has the platoon advantage, has good numbers against righties. And Tanner Roark has a bad record in the ballpark. Herrera's 320, 5 home runs, and offers stolen base upside with 6 steals on the year as well. That is all I have for you today. Best of luck with your lineups, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching the show. Don't forget to like the video. Hit me up in the comments with the daily fantasy plays you like today, and press that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I will be here all MLB season and through the NFL season with daily fantasy sports advice. If you haven't signed up yet, or you're interested in starting to play daily fantasy sports, please click the link in the description for this video, and that'll take you where you need to go to start playing with DraftKings today. Best of luck with your lineups, and have a great day.